night watching TV in my room. Morning came and I got ready for school. I arrived and saw Phoebe with her bored face. Our prom night was approaching and only the students were still frequenting the school for final exams. Night came, we went to the prom and danced. But even though Phoebe went to the prom with a boyfriend, she was even more bored. Looked around, signed the attendance sheet, and left the party since I saw how bored she was. When I left, I noticed a circus in the distance, full of people, singers, amusement rides, everything. I crossed the street and headed towards the circus. Admission was free, and when I saw some rock musicians who started singing, I was captivated by their strange and magical voices. At one point, one of them asked me if I wanted to go with them to another event, since their performance at the circus had already finished. Without thinking, I said yes. I went with them in a big black van, and when I got in, everything inside was dark. Drugs everywhere, a Ouija board, tarot cards, and many other things. While we were inside, they started singing a song that went, I met you at the circus, I met you among many people, but of all of them, it chose you for those mysterious and innocent eyes. Among the woods, I found you between the night and the full moon. You will be another person, my love. That song was sung over and over by the 5 members, and at one point I felt a breath behind me, and I think I lost consciousness. I don't remember anything else than I was in a haunted forest. When I woke up, I was on top of a giant tree bark, floating in the water. While I was suspended, the singers were doing some kind of ritual with me, and one of them said, today you will be the moon's food at this moment and place. Then they threw gasoline on me, and while I was screaming and in agony, my body was being burned, until suddenly a huge whirlpool formed in the water. It sucked me in and carried me through underground channels of water, until it propelled me into a sewer across the street from the school where the graduation party was. I headed home and went to the bathroom. My parents were asleep and didn't hear me. When I entered the bathroom, my body and face were covered in dirt. After showering, I went to the kitchen and ate all the food my mom had made. Then I went to bed. The next day, as I was walking to school, the 5 singers from the band approached me again. They held me down and yelled, "You should be dead! What are you doing?" on fire with my bare hands, while they screamed and writhed in agony. The students watched the whole spectacle. Then Phoebe came over, and we hugged and ran without stopping. I looked back at the nearby beach, and the five singers started feeling, and I stayed talking. Sitting on the sand, I told her everything that had happened. And suddenly another voice told me to come closer to the sea, because I had something to tell you. When we were almost at the shore, the voice returned and said, touch the water with your feet. As I took a few steps and touched the seawater, suddenly my legs turned into fins, and Phoebe screamed with excitement and asked, what are you going to do now? The voice again told Phoebe that her real family was from the sea, and that her real parents were waiting for her. Phoebe was surprised